Wait, stop. Don't look at the tank. You can't look at it yet. I've already done a bunch of major changes to the 150. I want you guys to come on the journey with me because remember, it's all about the journey, not the destination. Let's go. Just in case you missed the previous video and you have no idea what's going on with the tank, don't worry about it. I'll put a link to that video right up here. But the first guy that we're going after is gonna be the Tiger Oscar. Because he's so big, he's gonna go in his own separate 5-gallon tank. I'm gonna take a little bit of tank water out of the main 150 and fill up the 5-gallon just for the Tiger Oscar. No, I'm not just pouring water on the floor. There's a 5-gallon tank right on the floor in front of me.
Nice.
We got the Tiger Oscar separated. Now I'm going after the albino Tiger Oscars. One great tip when you're trying to catch fish, guys, is just to move really slow. Take your time, be patient. Don't go chasing all over them, all over the whole tank. That's just gonna stress you out. It's gonna stress the fish out. Take your time and you'll eventually get them. If you can, the best way is to remove a lot of the water from the tank, maybe down to 50%, even 80%, and then it'll be much easier to catch any of the fish in the tank. One cool tip for you, if you don't have those bags that your local fish store uses, is to use a Ziploc bag. Ziploc bags are great. If you get them in large size, they will trap the air inside the bag and make sure that no leaking happens. If you need to double Ziploc bag, go ahead and double it up. I've decided to use Ziploc bags just because the Fish Hut of New Jersey is only about an hour away from me. These guys aren't gonna be in the bag that long and they're gonna be just fine. We got one albino Oscar in the bag, ready to go. Now we're gonna go after the second one. Slow and steady wins the race, guys.
Yeah, boy.
Meanwhile, while I was thinking I was so cool for catching him so quick, he escaped from the net and I had to catch him all over again. But I was able to get him just as easy the second time. Albino Tiger Oscar number 2 all bagged up, and that makes 3 Tiger Oscars ready to go. Now it's Hulk's turn, the Green Terror, and he definitely did not want to get netted. But just like before, slow and steady. And he juked me so bad I got left with my ankles in the foul line. But in the end, he was no match for my level of expertise. So we got Hulk in the bag, ready to go. And I gotta tell you, I think Hulk is gonna be the guy that I miss the most out of all of these guys that are getting swapped. Gonna miss you, bro. Now I'm gonna scoop up his little cousin, my female Green Terror. She wasn't too bad at getting caught, and she's gonna get bagged up as well. Finally, my 2 silver dollars are also getting donated to the Fish Hut of New Jersey. These guys are gonna find a new home somewhere else. Hopefully they'll make a new family very, very happy. Ooh, I had him and then he got away. But luckily I was able to catch him real quick for a second time. Both silver dollars in one bag, ready to go. And now that I look at them up close, I see just how big they got, man. So let's recap. I got 3 bags in one bucket, which is the 2 albino Tiger Oscars and Hulk. And in the other bucket, I got 2 bags, which is the 2 silver dollars and the other Green Terror. In the 5-gallon bucket, I've got the big Tiger Oscar. He's going in his own container. Before I load up in the car, I'm gonna get my decor back into the tank just because I don't want it to dry out and potentially kill off any beneficial bacteria that may have been living and growing on that piece of decor. And as you can see, Flaco Dos does not like me messing around in his corner. I'm also going to make sure not to forget to put my glass tank covers back on top of the tank because as many of you know, arowanas are jumpers and the original Flaco taught me that lesson the hard way. So, glass tops back on. All right, we're all done here and ready to go on a little road trip. We're loaded up, ready to go. Guys in the buckets have air trapped in their little Ziploc bags. My guy Tiger Oscar is in the 5-gallon. I dropped some water. I reduced some water out of the tank just because I don't want this spilling all over the place. But I got my Pemplax battery operated air pump supplying him some oxygen. Let's get on the road. Off to Jersey. Fish Hut, here we come. guys, I drove over an hour and look what I just pulled up to. Oh no. Okay, crisis averted. There was an emergency, but someone's on their way right now. Junior's gonna show up in about 5 or 10 minutes. Store's gonna open up. We're gonna be able to get the fish in there. Woof. I was really not looking forward to having to drive back to Long Island with these fish, but we made it. We're here. It's gonna be all right. All the guys are now safely in the tank here at the Fish Hut of New Jersey. Now I know what you guys are thinking. This is a small tank, but remember, the store was closed and they only opened it up for me to make sure I got these fish into the store and into the tank safely. So these guys are in their temporary home and they are gonna get a big, huge, massive tank as soon as the store reopens. Now, if you guys remember from the previous video, these Oscars were being swapped for one big, huge African cichlid, which my man Junior was able to hook me up so fast. He caught the fish so fast, got him in the bag so fast, I didn't even have a chance to capture any footage of it. But I was able to get some footage as we loaded up in the car. Let's check it out. Okay. We're loaded up, ready to go back home with the new guy. He is a massive boy. We're gonna check him out when we get home. Let's go. Yeah, just got home with this monster. Let's get him out of this bag. This thing is heavy. Check it out. I know you can't see him that well. Let's get him out of here. This is my new beast. Look at his size. Oh my God! Wow! I don't know if you can tell, guys. He's got to be pushing like a foot, maybe 12 inches or more. Buccochromis heterotamia is the scientific name. All I know is he's a stud. Let's float him. Check out the size difference, guys. He is huge and he definitely wants out of that bag, but I'm gonna give him 10-15 minutes just to acclimate that temperature a little bit more, and he's going right in the tank. So let me tell you why he's not gonna be quarantined, guys. Number one, he's been in that tank over at the Fish Hut, New Jersey for a very, very long time, and I know he doesn't have any diseases. He's not carrying anything with him, and because he's such a massive fish, he's way bigger than everybody else in the tank. I know that he's not gonna have any problems with anybody picking on him or being stressed out. He's gonna be the monster of the tank. So I'm gonna just temperature acclimate him for 10 or 15 minutes and he's gonna go right in the tank with everybody else. So while I get this big boy out of this bag, you may be asking why I'm pouring the bag water right into the tank. Well, guys, when you order fish online and they're shipped to you overnight, that's the time when you do not want to use any of the bag water because the fish have been releasing ammonia into that bag water all night long while they were being shipped to you. This fish has only been in the bag for about an hour from the store to my house, so the bag water isn't overly saturated with ammonia that's going to affect my 210-gallon tank. So he's going right in with the bag water, make it easy and simple and as least stressful as possible. There he is with everybody else, looking like the beast that he is. No one is bothering him, no one is investigating him. He's doing his own thing. He is breathing a little bit heavy, I can see that, but that's pretty normal stress amount for just entering a brand new environment. But like I said, no one's bothering him, no one's chasing him, and he's gonna be just fine. And he looks absolutely amazing in this tank. I love it. Now, while that big boy already made it into my African cichlid tank, that was only one part of the plan for the 150-gallon tank. And I took another trip back to the Fish Hut of New Jersey. We're back at the Fish Hut. I'm here to pick up those brand new Discus. Let's do it. And my new guys, about to get caught. Taking them home today. So these are the guys that I saw that very first day that I visited the Fish Hut of New Jersey. And when I saw these guys, I immediately fell in love. Just seeing them live in living color up close, it finally pushed me over the edge to decide to keep a Discus tank. As difficult as it may be or may not be, I said I'm definitely going to try this out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Best ones in the tank coming home. Let's go. We made it home, guys. And looking like everybody is doing pretty well. Yep, pretty well all around. Let's get these guys in. Welcome home. Now, the first thing I learned about Discus, one of the most important things, is the temperature requirement for Discus is gonna be a lot warmer than we normally keep our tanks. I've always kept my American cichlid tank at around 80 degrees, same as my African cichlid tank, but Discus require about 84 to 86 degrees. So I took the next couple of days to gradually increase the temperature in the 150 gallon, just to make sure that everybody else in the tank was okay with that higher temp. And then once I noticed everybody was doing pretty well, I went ahead and decided to pull the trigger on the Discus. Now that we're home, I'm getting ready to float these guys and get them temperature acclimated, but check them out one by one. This first guy here is my red stone. Next up, we have a white glass. Beautiful guy. Beautiful 3-tone color. I love it. Then we have our pigeon red. If you look at the design on him, it looks almost pigeon-like. Then we got our pigeon yellow. This yellow is amazing. I love this yellow Discus. He's my man. Then we got a pigeon turquoise. Look at this deep, deep color. Beautiful guy. And I think this last guy is another pigeon red. I'm sure I'll learn exactly what all these guys are later on. Right now, I'm just super psyched to have Discus. All right, I'm gonna start adding these guys into their new home. Let's check them out. Let's see how they do. Now, again, guys, after about 10 to 15 minutes getting them temperature acclimated, I went ahead and decided to put them right into the tank without quarantine for a few reasons. One, as far as aggression goes, I took all the aggressive fish out of the 150 already, so they're not going to be chased around or bothered or get any aggression from any of the other fish. And number two, as far as diseases, I'm gonna go ahead and medicate my entire 150 gallon tank, just to make sure that there are no worms in any of these Discus, and to make sure nobody else that was already in the tank is carrying anything either. That way I start with a clean blank slate. I'm gonna medicate with Metro and Prazi for about a week, and that's basically gonna turn the entire 150 into a hospital tank because everybody's getting some meds. You guys know me, can't film a tank with streaks in it. Here they are in all their glory, added to the 150 gallon tank. So far, the ones that are the most investigative, I guess is the word, of the new Discus are the 3 red spotted severums. They've been checking them out a little bit. But besides those 3, everyone else is kind of like just ignoring them, doing their own thing. The Discus also seem to be checking out their new territory, sometimes huddling up together in a little group, sometimes not. 1 or 2 of them do look like they may be breathing a little bit heavy. Again, this is normal in a new environment. They are a little bit stressed out from being in a bag, from transit, from being in a new environment. There's no way that my water parameters are an exact match to where they came from, so they're getting adjusted to that. This big turquoise guy looks like a stud. He looks like a champ, like he's gonna take over this whole tank. But check this guy out. The red shoulder severum is on fire right now. He is loving the new company and he's flaring up like never before. There's about 4 different colors in this white glass Discus. I love it. He's gonna look like a beautiful fish. Let's not forget about Flaco Dos. He is not paying anyone any attention, which is a great, great sign. He does not care that there's new fish in here. He is not interested in them at all. Here comes my man Renegade, one of the red spotted severums, inspecting a little bit, but not too much there. The electric blue Acara seems to be down with the new guys. No problems with him. But man, I can't get over this red shoulder. I've never seen him so beautiful. I've never seen him so flared up. He definitely enjoying the new company. Flaco Dos in chill mode, the way I wanted to see him. And it seems like all the Discus are doing well. So I'm starting off with 6 Discus, which is always a good thing to start off with them in a group. But the plan is to get at least 6 more to have a total of 12 Discus in this 150 with everybody else. Check the water parameters, do frequent water changes, keep the tank clean, keep the temperature high, keep them well fed, and hopefully we can all share in a long-lasting life together. I know I mentioned the Fish Hut of New Jersey a bunch of times in this video, so guess what? I also did a full tour of their shop so you can see how cool they really are. Check that video out right there. But if you're a beginner in the hobby, I highly suggest you check out this playlist right here. It's gonna help you out a ton. Don't forget to hit like on the video if you liked it, and I'll see you on the other side.